You want to learn how to write a sales letter? Of course you do, because you're back for part 10 of my 10-part series, the final step. And oh, is it a good one? Because guess what? Most of your sales can come from this section of your sales letter, and especially of your video sales letter. What is it? Believe it or not, it's the Q&A. But this, my friend, is what I call a samurai Q&A, completely different animal. You're going to learn all about it today. I'm John Benson. This is Sales Copy Secrets. Back for my final part, my final installation in this series of part 10 of my $50 million sales letter blueprint. We're going to dive right into the samurai Q&A. Now, before I get over into Copy Pro and show you what's going on, I got to warn you, this is some pretty gray stuff, meaning that you could use it if you wanted to for some pretty ill-gotten gain. I don't suggest that. And it's also, even if you use it straight as I'm going to teach you, it is still pushing the envelope for some people. Some people won't feel comfortable with this level of persuasion. That's okay. That's okay. And it also requires a little bit of work if you want to do it completely squeaky clean. I'm going to show you how I do that as well. I will tell you that this one tip has created like a 30% bump in video sales letter conversions, an incredible bump in video sales letter conversions. So does it work for a sales page? Yep. It doesn't work as well for a sales page, but it works pretty well. 30% for a VSL, you can use it in both. And I think you should use it in both, because guess what? The problem with Q&As is really simple. They're boring as hell. No one cares about the Q&A except for how fast will I get my product? How soon will I see results? And you need to answer those questions. You do, as you'll see in a few seconds. You do need to answer those questions, but you need to spice it up a little bit. You need to throw questions in there that will make people go, what? I can't believe someone asked that question. Okay. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Let me get in Copy Pro and we'll get started. Okay, here we are inside Copy Pro. Now you're going to look over here and say, hey, this is weird. I don't get that. Well, you do. You will understand it if you have AI rewrite. So if you don't, you'll see a button here that says get AI, get your AI rewrite or something like that. Click that button and you can upgrade to AI rewrite, which will allows you to, I can click a button here and rewrite this entire sales letter. Now, the $50 million sales letter blueprint does not fully rewrite, because it's 5,000 words long and it's a formula that's very specific, so I don't usually rewrite it. But 95% of the templates in Copy Pro rewrite, and now you can rewrite them and it makes a copy. So you can go back and forth and see the differences. It's a pretty cool little feature, along with, of course, the AI that we have added on top of that, which is the real feature that you want. So anyway, let's dive into this. The Samurai Q&A comes in a sales letter, comes in a PS. In a VSL, you would say something in the effect of, wait 7 seconds at the end of a VSL and go, hey, if you're still here, you probably have some questions. So that's a very common trick that we started, and definitely want to use it. Now, let's get into this. In case you have a few more questions about, in this case, my offer, the 4-day diet, I compiled a list of the most commonly asked questions below. What if I'm over 4? And you may be asking, John, where are your question marks here? I forgot to put them in. Sorry. So when I copied it, I edited it, and guess what? I got question marks at the bottom. So anyway, and by the way, if I click to rewrite again, it would put the question marks in. But typo on my part. So yeah, I'm silly sometimes. Okay. And when I rewrote it, by the way, it changed the order of things. As you can see, that's one thing Copy Pro does. So my first question now is, how fast can I see results? A very valid question. You want to ask that. You want to answer that question. Look at my second question. I heard about a guy who lost 42 pounds his first month on your diet. Is that normal? Yeah, it's so samurai. It's so gray, man. Here's what I did, okay? I took a testimonial from a person that said, hey, I lost 42 pounds my first month. And I phrased it as a question. That's all I did. That's all I did. So now it looks like a question, and it's not. It's just a testimonial. I can't say this as a testimonial, like flat out. I can say it as a question, at least for now. I know it slides right underneath this. Now you can see why it's called samurai, right? It's literally a samurai tactic. Slides underneath, right now at least, as I'm speaking, in most cases, slides underneath compliance, which allows you to say things that are crazy. And more importantly, very important how I answer this question, this is not normal, nor is it healthy. So I'm not saying, oh yeah, it's completely normal. That would be completely unethical. But I've had people lose 42 pounds in a month, which is completely insane. While this diet is very powerful, And people can lose a lot of weight very quickly. You see what I'm doing here? When this happens, we advise you eat more of your favorite foods on your off meal. So in other words, you need to eat more pizza. I mean, I've turned this into the biggest possible benefit and testimonial at the same time using Samurai Q&A strategy. You only learn it here, guys. I'm the only one teaching it. I came up with it. It's all yours. Okay, so look at the second one, the third one. What if I get fat looking at a carb the wrong way? Now that's not Samurai. That's just normal Q&A, but it isn't normal Q&A because it's written in a way that's fun. So what if you said, for example, what if I don't tolerate carbs? It's not as engaging and fun for the user to read as if, what if I get fat even looking at a carb the wrong way? Just make it a little more fun. Some of these are boring, like how fast can I see results? Is there a guarantee? That's fine. That's fine. But look, you want to spruce this up a little bit with a little bit of energy. So it's not the carbs, etc. So I explained the problem down here. Now look at this one. This is the second and last example of Samurai that you're going to get today. But you could put 5 or 10 Samurais in here. Just don't make them all Samurai because that would be ridiculous and no one would be believing it, right? Just make a few of them here and there in between the normal Q&A and the ones that you spruce up. This one's fun, right? That's totally normal Q&A, just spruced up. Look at this one. My friend ordered your program. He's in his late 70s and he still lost weight. In fact, he lost his wife of 41 years about 2 years ago and he swore he'd never date again. Well, he's getting so much attention from women half his age, he's now starting life all over again in his words, right? I'm in my 60s. Will your diet work wonders for me like this too? I mean, okay, I pulled out every possible punch that I didn't pull any punches, what I'm trying to say. I didn't pull any punches on that one. I just decided to say, this is how far you can take this. I've taken this further than this. I won't go into it here. It's a family show, but that's how cool this can be. So my friend ordered your program. Now that's the one part of this that somebody would say, oh, I have a problem with that because this was a testimonial. Okay. And so there was no friend of this person saying this. I have no problems with this because that is not helping the sale at all. The only time I have any problems with lying, I don't have any issues with telling a story, for example, a story where I'm combining 3 or 4 people into one narrative just because it's easier for the customer to understand. I have a problem with it if it's lying about something. In other words, if it's telling a lie that would make someone buy the program. The fact that this person is a friend of somebody is not a conducive lie to selling the program. But if you do have a problem with that, you could just simply say, like, I heard about a guy who's in his late. So right, I'm the one writing it. So I've heard about a guy. So that's the way, you can get by with that. So this is up to you on what to do with it. But look at all the juice that's in there. He's in his 70s. He lost weight. He lost his wife, sadly. Swore he'd never date again. Now he's getting attention from women half his age. I mean, this is like a male dream come true, right? I mean, not the wife part, but the getting the attention of women half your age when you're in your 70s and he's looking so great. He's feeling so great. He's starting his life all over again. Now, check out what I say here. It doesn't matter how old you are. The system is working for men and women all the way up to 95. That said, I wish I could promise that everyone would have the love and joy this friend of yours that's my typo, is experiencing. True, for many of our customers, they do feel like life is restarted. Notice every single time I say, yeah, it's happening for a lot of people. Not like that, but they do feel like their life is restarted after being on a program a few months. I can get by with a lot of things in here that's hard to get by with in compliant copy. Some have new partners in life, even new and thriving businesses. I added to it because of their bustling new energy levels. I know this is true because of people writing in. It's nothing we can promise, of course, but yes, it's happening more than we thought. Now, if this isn't sparking some kind of like evil genius, but not evil, don't go evil with me. Let's go to just simple genius in your brain, little simple genius in your brain coming up going, I get it. This is completely different than everything else. Then I don't know what to tell you. But Samurai Q&A is kick ass. I end the whole thing with a PPS that says, remember, NLP command, and I just repeat the offer. That's all I do. And that, my friend, is the end of the $50 million sales letter blueprint. I hope this really gave you a lot to think about. Hope this gave you a plan that you can follow to create your first or next full-length sales page. And I hope that you comment below. Let me know how you do. Let me know how this works for you. Let me know if you've enjoyed this series. Share this series with a friend of yours that you think might benefit from it. And as always, like, share, sub, and smash that bell down there for notifications when my new videos drop. I'm John Benson, and as always, I'm here to help make you unignorable.